All right, I want to do a quick little video here about just helping people getting organized. So here's my suggestion, and this I'm doing this on an Apple. I also I'm doing this on a Mac. I have a PC also, but the process for this is similar. You're right-clicking on your desktop, basically, right? And you're going to do a new folder on your desktop. Since I'm using a double screen, there we go. So you have an untitled folder. You can rename it. Single click it for Apple, double click it probably for right. So I just do like UMass Summer 22 College Writing 1. So now I have a folder. So the idea is that both Mac and PCs have a way to look at all of your files, right? And that's in Mac, it's a Finder. And in the PC, it should just look like a little folder at the bottom of your screen. So what I just want to do here is sort of help people locate, right? Just this one thing. So you click on the area where it's showing you all the things. You need to find desktop, because what you've done, right, is you've set up a new folder on desktop. So here it says desktop for me. So I click on it. It shows me everything I have on my desktop. And up here is my UMass Summer 22, right? So I can click that. So why I'm showing you this, right? So now I know where it is and what exists. So when I do write something, oops, and I want to save something, I know exactly where to save it, where I have to go to File and do Save As. For PCs, it should be somewhere sort of up in this world here, right? So I do Save As. Depends where it goes, right? So I want to make sure it saves where I tell it to. So it's in some different place now because of where I was. So I can look over here, find desktop again, and then find my UMass Summer 22 CW. So now it's going to save this thing in my folder, right? So I get rid of it. And so I have, this lives in there now. So anyway, that's one thing to think about or to learn about, I suppose. The other thing is if you're using Google Docs, that's another common thing. So if you're using Google Docs and this is your basic sort of Google tab, you're clicking on various applications. You need to go to Google Drive and probably do the same thing. I would do create. So I click new over here to create a folder. So my new folder, I'll call it, right, UMass Summer 22 College Writing 1. And there it is now. So that when I create, I can also from here, I can create a new document like a Google Doc, right? Do all my work here. And then I just want to make sure I save it to the place to into the folder that I've made. So, because it'll just save it to the basic area. But if I want to, right, I can look at this thing. This is what I tell people who use Google Docs. You want to download it to your own computer, and you want to use the Microsoft Word document, right? So that means it'll turn it into a Word document, and you'll have it on your computer, and you can save it to your folder on your computer. This is so that it's easy for you to upload it to Blackboard, right? I'll just use all this code that I just did. Okay, so I'm going to pretend that this is my file. It saves everything automatically, right? That's the theory of it. But I now want to download it. So I'm going to download the Microsoft Word document to my computer. Depends how it looks on yours, but you could also You can click on it down here if it's at the bottom of your screen, which is often the case. So then it lives here, and then I would just want to save it in my folder that I made, which is in the desktop, and it's called UMass Summer, and I would want to save it there. So now I have a Word document, right, that was created from my Google document. You need the Word document because when you submit work, that's what you're going to have to do. Here's how we submit work. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and try to use the student view. So here we are, there's week 1. Let's take a look at the discussion prompt. So here's the discussion prompt for the week. It usually will have this starter post that I've written and talk about. You want to read through that. And then it will tell you what you need to do. So you're going to reply to this post, and what you're going to do is, after you read the definition of digital literacy, you're going to write your own definition of it and give an example that shows that you understand what digital literacy is, right? So you're going to read the definition of it, read the class notes, then you're going to reply directly to this, and then you will find someone else's and you will respond to theirs. So that's the discussion board.